Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got four down.
Now Trubisky on first down. Down left to Shaheen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he turned it into much more.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
I got him.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's Trubisky, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Wilson, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground with a jive. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go,
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. He completes it to Tate. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, 40 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Caught out left side by Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 78 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you got to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They do move underneath to Ajayi. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Come on now, nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Black, come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Great. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
List 5-7. Hey, stat.
Wentz now on first down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Right.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, we got 3.
Go. Lady!
It's Wentz. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Stop.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
We got 3.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
4 down.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the ball.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Single.
We're go, let's go.
12 mine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Black, come on. Black.
Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lion.
Here's Wentz to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Black.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Wentz. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I got 11.
Shorty.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Single receiver.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked.
82.
That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Caught right side, Tate. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Going now is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the front first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trip.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This will be caught at about the 6. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
Let's go.
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
Now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Goal.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
5-7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 25 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is, you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They're coming. Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, stash.
4 down, 4 down.
82. Gold.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle.
We're good.
Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Hang in there
Just
now.
playing
Hang in there
smart
now.
football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run him now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Great.
4 down, check.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
List 5-7.
They'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3 down.
List 5-3.
Check 3.
They'll run it out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Great.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
13. Eyes on 13. Single.
Shorty.
Single.
Black, come on.
59's Mike.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And Jeffrey's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Hey, empty.
They keep the game
Empty.
alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with time running out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Liz.
Back to throw. Wentz. And this is incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play?
And if you do, you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
You don't want none.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing now is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown,